James Stadium. Today, we see who's better in the NFC. It's the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Through the first quarter of this season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Let's start on the grounds here. Tracy. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing the loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here goes Dart to the air. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down. From the gun, here's Dart. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with 2nd down. Dart out of the shotgun. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense heading up for 1st and goal.
statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Shotgun snap. A gift to Tracy. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And this will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He'll head out of bounds on the return.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Illinois. And a power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another carry for it. A lot of space ahead. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Back to the well again. He'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
Gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 70 Lions.
Here's the long back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Bronco switch. Here we go.
Back-to-back carries here. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Dose of the hurry up here.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the 1st down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down.
Here we go. Set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, try, and now it's 4th down.
Intended for his wide
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tracy. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is a textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Darts pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
From the gun on 3rd down. Throw is caught. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Forced out to his right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
He's going at the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we return. 7-3 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our 2nd quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score.
Cougar 19. Take go.
Working inside the red zone. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Landon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there. Okay, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Takes it in at the 21. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Here's a throw. Lobs this deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Air it out on 3rd. Right side, this is Ibuka. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
That's good for a 1st down.
19, Tiger, 19,
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. That was incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Has it in close. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. 70 Lions. Go.
3rd down from the gun. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Going deep here for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers making a 9-point advantage. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Here's Tracy on first down. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's start now. It's his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
To throw. Here's Dart. That's Thomas Fedoni there for the catch. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Going on first down. It's Dart. He brings it in. He's taken down at the 30. 16 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
64 yards. That's enough. Giants first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go. 6.
Dart gonna throw again. Has a man on target to Johnson. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a one-score game before halftime. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Bucks to the line. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Viking 18.
They'll throw it here on first. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled for no gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Makes the catch. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to throw. This one's caught. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A little outside their comfort zone to try and field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
To throw here on 1st down. Chased out to his right. Dumped off to his running back. And on 1st down, no place to go here. They're going to take him out about a yard behind the line. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
70 Mustang 19. Check go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And he's got it. It's in close. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set.
Throwing it again here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
Buccaneers 24, Giants 14.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He'll throw it. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
He has it at the 13. Breaks the tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Dart setting in the throw here. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Darts out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Rolling on third, here's Dart. Here's his man, it's Tracy. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
This is Cox, that's Slayton. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, Every defense will go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. Hit behind the line, that ball's loose. And it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. That time the sideline saved him and his team.
3rd down now, here's Dart. Taking a chance at the end zone. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out.
Oh, and they're going to fake this one. No success on the fake punch. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
A lot of these punters back in the day, well, they used to be quarterbacks back in high school. Not anymore. Those glory days are long gone, and the arms just don't have quite the touch they used to. It was a dangerous call choosing to pass it, and it sure backfired there.
We'll cobble together a yard there. Fabio Carrique making that stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's got it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 47-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. On the move, headed right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Tyrone Tracy now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
1st down, Giants.
They go right back to Tracy. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hits him on the out route. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chains moving too. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Who nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Giants, 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Giants.
From the gun, here's Dart. He finds Neighbors right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Has this at the 6. Making some progress here. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That one's complete right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. Third down, they need 7. Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Darts looking to throw. This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll work against the blitz. He's got a man left. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First and 10 from the 41. Your start now. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's going to be hit, sent out for about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd down now. They need 7. Darts back to throw. Oh, and quick there. And they bring him to the 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. And we expect to kick, but keep an eye out. They could give him redemption for the earlier fake attempt. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And it looks like the Giants got to that one. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
One loss on a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
At the Buccaneers' 26-yard line.
Here goes Dart to the air. Throwing the out route complete. And this one doesn't go far.
That's That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Back to throw it. And he has it near the sideline and near the bunker. They're going to say he's out of bounds. Nearly a big play on 3rd, but now 4th down.
Coverage by Benjamin Morrison.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Let's go.
A handoff to Tracy. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Now Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Track 60. 60 back. And Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. He's got it at the 6. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Giants trail by 6. Down by 6, no choice but to go for this. Before they run a play on 4th and 3, they decide to take a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Down by 6, no choice but to go for this. Desperation time here. And this is cut. Touchdown, New York. The Giants find a way to tie it late. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
That one right down the middle, and they'll take the lead.
Buccaneers 37.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's a return from the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Bucks to the line. First and 10. Now a give running right. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 35-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
180! Kings! Regular! What's up?
Setting up to pass. Makes the catch. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Here's first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Dive play straight ahead. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Offense to the line for second down.
What's up?
Blown back gets the handoff. They scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York.
It's a gain of 4.
And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
180! What's up?
To throw. Forced out to his right. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
That one is good. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. He is to throw. Finds a man, right side. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Into traffic, complete! And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Dart out of the shotgun. Sends this to the end zone. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face second down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Dart. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Malik Neighbor is the one he was throwing for. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
The game comes down to this try from Andre Schmidt. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they've taken back the lead. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.